Okay, for Investigation 5B, I want to right now just give you a super quick introduction to what remote sensing is. So, until about 50, 60 years ago, remote sensing wasn't a technology that was commonly used. However, once we started getting hit by hurricanes and we had no idea we're out in the middle of the ocean, we wanted to start. Oops, let me click on this. We wanted to start actually using remote sensing to be able to detect things even if humans weren't there. If you ever heard of the old adage, if a tree falls in the woods and no one's there, will it make a sound? The answer is yes, it will. But that being said, well, at least I think the answer is yes. You could probably argue with me on that. But if a hurricane's out in the middle of the ocean and nobody's there to see it, is it really there? Well, the answer is yes. And until remote sensing came along, we had no way of determining that. And why would we want to determine that? Well, mainly because if that hurricane heads towards people, we want to be able to detect it and tell those people, hey, a hurricane's coming your way, you want to get out of the way. The way remote sensing works is rather than actually having to go to the hurricane to monitor it, you can actually detect it and measure it and look at its evolution from a remote site, from somewhere else. The same way that a remote control allows you to control your television without actually going to your television and touching it and finagling with it. I know, I'm getting old. But without that, so just a remote control allows you to do that. Remote sensing allows you to measure something without directly contacting it, without directly touching it. And so that's what's beneficial for remote sensing. And in this investigation, we're going to talk about two main types of remote sensing: satellite and Doppler radar. And you'll look at some satellite maps, you'll look at some Doppler radar maps, and you'll get a good feel for how satellite and Doppler radar technology work. So without further ado, let's jump in.